This is the Ponderous Brick Thinker with a castle update. And the update is, I have completed the first base to a level that I'm satisfied with. Now it's time to complete the second and hopefully get to the third. Starting with the middle base, I'm going to introduce this structure. It's made of the 1x6 arches that are too high and 1x6s and the inverted slopes. This will provide us wider base for, let's say, 3 bases. This one, and this one. I'm probably gonna have to go up maybe, let's say, 3 levels. But with that in place, this will be able to have a wider grip on the bases, provide support for the middle, and be overall the integral structure of this part. And I might be able to remove, let's see, this one here, because it's going to be supported right there. I might move it to this direction and build up, or bring it in this way because these levels are higher and they're going to need more support, especially on this side. And let me put this first to kind of visualize what I'm going to need there. Where Beast is at, that's going to be a tower, so it does need all the support it can get. Just for now. I think that's got it. Okay, let me remove this one. So that part is supported well. I can do it this way, or actually build up this way. Okay, let me see what my options are. For this corner, I continue from this support, come across, and I might have the option of filling it in with the black, grays, and white mountain colors. We'll see when we get there. For this one, I'm thinking of more of a structure like this. It's a little bit wider so that it can grab the middle of this length and provide suitable support. I might even extend it with some 1x6 so that it can reach even further and be still supported by this. The middle Duplo column was taken out. I have it off to the side, and only one and this kind of brick in place. The only thing, this one does not grab as well as a normal Duplo brick, and I see it also on this one here. Whoop, there, the yellow one. I might have to transfer that over to here. It's at this height, I'm not too concerned about its grip ability. It can do its job in terms of handling the vertical load. But I'm probably gonna do some surgery, take that one out from the tall build and place it maybe here, just so that at this height it's not too bad. And with this pillar, all Lego from the top to bottom, it can help with any twisting that this one might want to do. All right, let me finish this one. And looks like just one more layer. And yes, I'm getting to be a fan of these inverted slopes. And by the way, if I were doing the Bat Cave or another secret underground place, this can still be part of it, of the overall design, that a power core, the central location where all the platforms are. But yeah, this can be part of an underground aesthetic. It doesn't have to be this rough, but it could be an organized design. Maybe for the next build I'll have an underground component to it, but for now it's going to all be covered, so I'm not too concerned as to what color it is and how it looks. If it can hold a vertical load, all the better. That's the main goal right now. All right, so this tower is holding up, and now it's time to move on to the next one. This base here is going to be open air, a little square plaza without too much construction on it, maybe just the outer perimeter wall. I'm going to put support here to reach there. Probably move this closer to the corner, or I might even build it out so that it's more a sound square part of it. I did move this from the center. It was originally placed kind of like this fashion, but if I go in here, it can support this base and this base and be able to hold it there, and this will cover the corner there. Let me see how that looks. Right here I just added inverted slopes to kind of give it more surface area to grab onto the base. That 1x4 stack has turned into this. It's the same height but covers more area. I did use a stack of these inverted slopes, but since I'm not planning on using this for the castle, it will be fine that I use them all here and be hidden. I'll probably need to go up one more level, I believe. Let's see, let me make sure everything's aligned. Secure the stairs. Okay, that part's good. This one needs one more, and I can use the 1x6. There we go. That really helps. Now to this column. It is a decision now to keep it Duplo, or mostly Duplo, or if I switch to a Lego, which I can continue maybe doing this. The only benefit I have from using Duplo, it's a little bit wider, but I can always use inverted slopes and 1x6s to kind of spread, the grabbing of the plate there, so that way the middle length can also be supported. Let me see if I have enough for this part. To replace this structure with this one, I'm gonna try it. The only issue is that it's long in one way, it's not a corner piece, so it can hold the length this way, and I do want it in the middle. But let me see how it feels. If this is how it feels, maybe one more in. It's a little bit. Let's see. The middle part flexes, but it's still secured. Okay, I think that'll be the way to go then, so that this part can support this platform there. For this one, I'll use these structures and insert them here. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep the stair pieces in that fashion, but that way it can be at least integrated a little bit to the structure. So that will cover it this way, and then this will be in this direction. And I'm noticing that, let's see here, maybe if I go like this, that should do it. So the more studs I grab onto the plate, the sturdier and more secure it is. And now I'm going to look at that to secure the rest of this one, but that will cover this here, will cover the front part. I'm going to need something to secure the back, and it looks like I'm going to be using this Duplo because it has a long length. If I rotate it, it'll cover this middle and this upper one middle. And I think that might be the best way to go about it, so that they'll more or less share the same structure. What is unknown, because I have the rock wall here, I am going to need structure to hold it in place. I am going to have the Technic holders here. I was planning on using these somewhere in the middle just so it can securely grab it and it's not relying solely on the Technic pieces. But since in this part, if I remember correctly, the rocks do go above this level, I can still place these up here and be the support needed to get it from the top and from the bottom. So I'm not planning on moving it, but still, I think that'll be the best way to go about it. Okay, let me rotate this entire one, and that way I can see what structure needs to be there. Alright, so this is the structure for the in-between right here to get both platforms. Oh, this is in the way. How about there? Okay, so with that there, I might not need this one. Or I can move it. I think I'll do that. So it can be there. And this one. This one can also help with supporting the rock in some fashion. We'll see when we get there, but there's an opening there because the platform here, it's moved in that direction. Now I can't remember if with all the tumble, if that's right. No, it has to be because the rock surface is even, so I'm going to just move it. There. Okay, so now this can do both works. It can be supporting that corner here. Now you can see that it's starting to get high. I am going to have to consider what I'm going to do for the back here. It's going to be very narrow support. I still need to do that inner one. Okay. Let's see what I come up with. Here is the middle platform, more or less at a good spot. It does look a little wonky there, but it's actually very secure. Once I secured the Duplo column to the rest of the Lego structure, it's able to hold itself, which is kind of surprising. It was very loosey-goosey before, but once it has the friction of being connected to something sturdy, it's able to hold really well, which is kind of surprising and a good thing. But also, overall, it's all holding together. Not that I'm going to carry it in that fashion, but that it's holding together, which is good. And then I did replace this one so that at this lower height, if it shifts, it's not a big deal. Now, I'm going to close the episode here. Just so that I can focus and show more of the steps for the larger one, which is partly the big deal of this entire thing. The tall one. I do have plenty of 2x4s and a few more of the necessary bricks. So we'll see what I come up with. But right now, let's see. Let's put this into place here. And all the rocks have been put to the side. Luckily I have the video recordings to refer to which rock formation goes to which side. But moving things around, they were falling down and getting broken, so some of them might look different. However, it's all coming together. These two bases are now secure. It's moving on to the next one in the next episode. This has been the Ponderous Brick Thinker. Thank you for stopping by. See you next time.